Good morning, class. So till now we have done 49 questions based on integration only. We'll start with exercise 7.5. We will continue with exercise 7.5. So one more question based on partial fraction only we are having. So this question is, just see the question. See the question. What we are having? We are having cos x upon 1 minus sin x, cos x upon 1 minus sin x upon cos x upon 1 minus sin x, 2 minus sin x. Now just see what we are having. We are having this in trigonometric function we are having. Now first of all, the thing is, if you will do it directly, it will be difficult one. So what we will do, we'll substitute sin x is equal to t. We can see from here, if we substitute sin x is equal to t, we will get what? We'll get a partial fraction, very easy partial fraction. What? If we put sin x is equal to, suppose you put sin x is equal to what? T, you will get cos x dx. Cos x dx is equal to what? Dt. Cos x dx is equal to what? Dt. So now just see, this cos x dx will be written as dt. Now dt upon, you can write dt upon 1 minus t, 2 minus t, because sin x is kept as t. So now this is a partial fraction, a very easy partial fraction. You can write this in that particular form, a upon 1 minus t plus b upon 1 minus t. Now you can, by what? By now from here you can get the values of a and b by just cross multiply a into 2 minus t plus b into 1 minus t. A into 2 minus t plus b into 1 minus t is equal to 1 upon this. Now you can what? Equate the numerator. So in equating the numerator, what you are going to get? 1 is equal to 2a minus this. You open the bracket. A into 2 is 2a minus a into t, at plus b minus bt. Same way, when you will, what you are going to get? Just see this you will get. T we will take common. If we take t common, we will get minus a minus b here and 2a plus b here. Now when we will equate, what we see here on the LHS, we don't have anything for t, means there is nothing, no variable t is there. So what we can say, that the coefficient of t is what? 0. So we can take this as minus a minus b is equal to 0. From here we get minus a minus b is equal to 0. And from here 2a plus b, the constant is what? 1. So 2a plus b is equal to 1. So from here we, by solving these two equations, 2a plus b is equal to 1 and minus a minus b is equal to 0, we get what? A is equal to 1 and b is equal to 1. Clear? Minus a minus b is equal to 0 gives what? Minus a is equal to what? B. Now put this value, b is equal to minus a. So what, in this first equation, what you are going to get? 2a as it is. Instead of b, we will write minus a is equal to what? 1. So what we will get? A is equal to 1. Same way, a is equal to 1. From here we get b is equal to minus 1. Clear? Is that clear or not? So we get the values. Now you substitute the values. Now you substitute a, b is equal to, here it is written b is equal to 1. B will be equal to what? Minus 1 instead of 1. Now just see, they have kept here minus only, but by mistake they have written b is equal to 1 here. So don't get confused. So you got a is equal to 1 and b is equal to, instead of 1 you got minus 1. Clear? And then you substitute the value. Now it will be very easy for you to solve. Just see what we are going to get. We get 1 upon 1 minus t dt minus 1 upon 2 minus t dt. Now you know that this is what? Log of 1 minus t by, obviously, minus 1. This minus t is there, so minus 1 will come. Minus log of 2 minus t by minus 1. Why? Because t is here. What we used to do, the differentiation of 2 minus t is what? Minus 1. So minus 1 will be divided. In differentiation we used to multiply it, here we used to divide it. Plus c. Now you can write this as minus, and this will be what? Minus into minus, this minus into this minus and this minus will get what? Plus here. So you will get 2 minus t, this will be plus and this will be minus. So you know the property of log. Log of a minus log of b can be written as how we can write log of a minus log of b? We can write this as log of, we can write this as what? log of a by b, log of a upon b we can write. Clear? Clear? So we can write this as log of a upon b. Clear? So this way we have done this question. Plus c always is kept for what? Plus c is always kept for constant. Now come to the next question. Your next question is x square plus 1. Next question is what? X square plus 1, x square plus 2 upon x square plus 3, x square plus 4. Now see, in the numerator you have the power of 4. The highest degree is what? 4. Wait a minute. The highest degree is what? 4 in the numerator. And in the denominator also you are having the highest degree what? As 4 only. In the numerator also you will get highest degree 4. Just you multiply x square into x square. What you will get? X to the power of 4 plus x square into 1 will be x square plus 2x square plus 2. So the highest power, the highest degree in the numerator will be 4 and the highest degree in the denominator will also be 4. So when we have in the numerator as well as the denominator we have the same degree, first what we do, we divide it, or what you can do, you can just see what we have done. Put x square is equal to t. First you divide the numerator, so we convert it into simple form by, just see what we have done. You can put x square is equal to t. By putting x square is equal to t, what you are going to get? T plus 1, so that it will be more simpler. Instead of x to the power of 4 you will have t square. So what you have, just we have substituted here x square, we have substituted here as x square is equal to what? T. By substituting x square is equal to t, now your equation will be in this form: t plus 1, t plus 2 upon t plus 3, t plus 4. Now open the bracket. Now again the numerator and denominator is having the highest degree 2. In the numerator also we are having the highest degree 2 and the denominator also is having the highest degree 2. So what we can do, we can divide it first. So when you divide this t square plus 3t plus 2 upon this, what you're going to get? You will get this 1 minus, how you divide, if you remember how we used to divide, we are having t square plus 7t plus 12 divided by t square plus 3t plus 2. So t square ones are t, this term into 1 will give you t square plus 70 plus 12. Now you subtract it, what this t square will get cancelled with t square. 3t, now 3t minus 70 will be minus 4t, and then 2 minus 1 will be minus 1. Clear? So you will get 40 plus, sorry, 40 plus, just this was your 3t square plus 3t plus 2, and this was your 12 instead of this 12. So 12, not 2, it was 12. 12 minus 12, this is your 12. 12 minus what you are having here? 2. Wait a minute. This is 2 only. This is your 2 only. So you are having this 12. So 12 ones are 12 we are having here. So 12 minus 12 plus 2 will be minus 10. You will get what? Minus 40 minus 10. So minus we have taken common. We can take minus common. So we'll get 40 plus 10. Clear? 40 plus 10 here. So this way, just see what we have got. We got I is equal to 1 minus this value will be equal to 1 minus 40 by 10 upon t square plus 70 plus 12. Now it will be easy for you. Now you can put the integration symbol and write this way also. So 1 dx, you all know 1 dx will be equal to what? X. Now you have to find the integration of this. Yeah. When you have to find the integration of this, what you are going to do? What you are going to do? Just see. Again, t square plus 7t plus 12 can be written in this form. T plus 3, t plus 4. Clear? So 4t plus 10 upon t plus 3. Now you just see, when you substitute t square plus 7t plus 12, are you getting the numerator? No, we are not getting the numerator. So what we have to apply? We have to apply this partial fraction. Clear? So 4t by 10 upon t plus 4, t plus 3 will be equal to a upon t plus 4 plus b upon t plus 3. Now again what you will do? You will equate the numerators. You will solve this RHS. Clear? Take the LCM, solve it, and then equate the numerators. This numerators, when we will equate, what you will get? The value of a and b. Clear? So what values you will get? Just see. We are having, just open the bracket. This, open the bracket. You will have AT plus 3A plus BT plus 4B. Clear? AT plus 3A plus BT plus 4B is equal to 4T plus 10. Now just see in the LHS the coefficient of T is 4, and on the RHS you are having coefficient of T as AT and BT. So you are having A plus B is equal to 4. You will get the equation A plus B is equal to 4. Same way, what you are having, just see the coefficient of the constant is 3. We are having 3A here. We are having 3A plus 4B, which is equal to what? 10. So you will have the second equation 3A plus, 3A plus, it is 4B or 3B? Wait a minute. 3A plus, not 3B. We are having 4B. This is by mistake they have written. Acha, okay, 3A. They have multiplied this equation by 3 so that we can get 3A plus 3B is equal to 12. Now your second equation is what? 3A plus 4B is equal to 10. Clear? 3A plus 4B is equal to what? 10. Clear? Now you got two equations. A plus B is equal to 4. 3A plus 4B is equal to 10. Now multiply this first equation by 3. So what you are going to get? 3A plus 3B is equal to 12. Now you are having two equations, first and second. Now you know how to solve these two equations. 3A plus 3B is equal to 12, 3A plus 4B is equal to 10. Now from here you will get B is equal to minus 2 and A is equal to 6. By solving it, you know how to solve it. So by solving, you will get B is equal to minus 2 and A is equal to 6. Clear? Now just see, by getting the A values of A and B, will substitute in the first equation, this one, you will substitute in this. So what you are going to get? 4T by 10, we will get 4T by 10 upon T plus 4, T plus 3 is equal to A upon T plus 4. So A is what? 6, A is what? 6, and B is what? Minus 2. So minus 2 upon T plus 3, minus 2 upon T plus 3. Now it will be very easy. Again, this value can be written in this form. Clear? Now just see 1 dx minus this. And now you substitute the value of t, because we cannot integration. Here we are having dx, here we are having t. So we cannot integrate this in this form. Here we are having t, here we are having dx. Instead of you change it into dt, or you substitute again t as x square. So we'll substitute t as x square here. So we'll get, instead of t here, we will have x square plus 4. T plus t will get x square plus 3. Now you know the formula. Now you can write this x square plus 4 can be written as x square plus 4 can be written as 2 square. And you know that dx upon x square, integration of dx upon 6 can be taken outside. So 6 dx upon x square plus 2 square. This is the formula of what? 1 upon x square plus a square integration. You all know the formula, that is 10 inverse x upon a. Integration of this is equal to what? 10 inverse of 1 upon a, 10 inverse, 1 upon a, 10 inverse x upon. Just substitute the value 1 upon a, 10 inverse x upon a. So what you are going to get? This value you are going to get. Clear? Just substitute this, and this 3 can be written as root 3 square. They have written root 3 square. Now just substitute the value 6 times 1 upon a. A is what? 2. A is what? Just let me clear it up. A is what? 2. So 1 upon 2, 10 inverse x upon 2. 1 upon root 3. Why root 3? Because here a is root 3. So 1 upon root 3, 10 inverse x upon root 3 plus c. You can separately also write. And first one, don't forget this 1 dx we were having. 1 dx is x only. So x minus this whole thing will come. I think so this must be clear. If you have any problem, please raise your hand or come to the chat box and ask. Clear? Next is, your next question is 2x upon, now I want you to answer this. How we are going to do this? Any one of you? Yes. Any one of you come to the chat box and let me know how we are going to do this. 2x upon, this is very simple. 2x, just see the question. 2x upon x square plus 1 upon multiplied by x square plus 3. Yes, very simple question it is. Any one of you? Nachiketa, Mohammed, Abhar, any one of you, please come and let me know how we can do this. I'm on the chat box. Please come. Any one of you? Yes. Do you know or not? Yes, anyone? Put 2x is equal to t. Very good. Mohammed Aris. Put x square is equal to t. Okay, you are unable to write Mohammed Aris. Very good. Shreyansh, very good. Very good. Okay, you understood that we will put what? We'll put x square is equal to t. When we put x square is equal to t, what we will get? 2x dx is equal to what? Dt. Now when we will get 2x dx is equal to dt, so your numerator will be equal to what? Dt upon, you will get the form t plus 1 and t plus 3. Now you all know how to solve it. T plus 1, t plus 3 dt. Now it will be very easy for you to solve. How you will solve it? Just see. Now just see, we are having this only 1 upon this much I have explained you. We got this t plus 1, t plus 3 dt. Now again what? Again partial fraction. 1 upon t plus 1, t plus 3 can be written in this form. A upon t plus 1 plus b upon t plus 3. Now again what we will do? Take the LCM of the RHS and then equate the numerator. While equating the numerator, just see what we are having. 1 is equal to, in the numerator what we are having? We are having 1 and here we are having this value. Now just see the coefficient of t. Coefficient of t, just this AT and BT. Coefficient of t is what? AT plus BT, and on the LHS we are not having any coefficient of t. So we can write what? A plus B is equal to 0, because AT plus BT, we will have what? A plus B times t. Now the coefficient of t is 0 on the RHS, so what we will get? A plus b is equal to 0 will be your first equation. Second equation will be 3a plus b. So 3a plus b is equal to what? 1, because we are having a constant 1 on the LHS. So 3a plus b is equal to 1. So by solving it, just see this b will get cancelled. This b will get cancelled with b when we subtract it, and then a minus 3a will be minus 2a is equal to minus 1, or 2a is equal to 1. So a will be equal to half. Clear? A will be equal to half. Now put the value of A is equal to half. So B will be equal to what? Minus half. Here A is equal to what? Half. So A plus B is equal to 0. So B will be equal to 0 minus A. That is equal to, B will be equal to what? Minus half. Clear? So you got the value of B as minus half. Clear? Now you got the value of A as half, B as minus half. Now just substitute the value, and same way you will get the answer, log of t plus 1, log of t plus 3. Now here upon 1 will come, plus 1 will come. That's why we have not written. In the last question it was 1 minus t. So this, when we differentiate this 1 minus t, we were getting minus 1. So we were dividing it by minus 1. But here what we are having? T plus 3. So differentiation of t plus 3, 3 is constant 0. T, differentiation of t will be 1. So divided by 1. So there is no need to write divided by 1. That's why we have not written. So you all know the integration of this will be what? Log of t plus 1 minus log of t plus 3. Now you just see, half can be taken outside common. Log of t plus 1 minus log of t plus 3. Again log of a minus b form. It is log of a minus b form. Half you take outside. So log of a minus b is what? Log of a upon b. So t plus 1 upon t plus 3 plus c. I think so this must be clear to you. Next, come to the next question. Your next question is what? Question number 53, x square log x. Now, before doing this question, you should know, this is your next exercise, exercise 7.6. I think so we have time. We are having 10 minutes. Okay, we can do it now. Now, the next exercise 7.6 is based on integration by parts. Integration by parts. Suppose if you are having two functions, u and v. If you are having two functions, multiplication u into v. So how you can do the integration of here you can do u as it is, integration of v dx minus integration of differentiation of u d by dx of u into integration of v dx whole integration. This is your function. So if you are having two functions u and v, how you can integrate these two functions as first function as it is, integration of the second function minus integration symbol. This is your integration symbol. Wait a minute. This is your integration symbol. Keep this thing in mind. Clear? This is your what? Integration symbol. Here integration will come. Integration of whole. First you will differentiate the first function. Differentiate the first function. Then integrate the second function. Then the integration of this whole will come. Clear? This way you do integration by parts. Now how we take the first and the second function? How can we say this will be the first function and this will be the second function? How we can say this? Just see, we always go with, I'm clearing it, we always go with ILATE. ILATE. What does it mean, ILATE? Isolate means first is the inverse trigonometric function. Whenever you are having two functions, like if you are having x cos x, if you are having a function x, integration of x into cos x, so first function will be always what? First function, like first we will go through this, we will go from this order. Now just see, x is what? Algebraic function. Cos x is what? Trigonometric function. So what is coming first? Algebraic function. So this will be taken as first and this will be taken as second. So you can say that this is u, this is v. So u into v will be what? This will be the first function, this will be your second function. So what does it mean? Isolate. I is the inverse trigonometric function. Inverse function. L is what? Logarithmic function. L is logarithmic function. A is your algebraic function. T is trigonometric function. E is what? Exponential function. So you go with this order only, always. Clear? Yes, I think so. Someone is having any problem. Yes, come to the chat box. What do you want to ask? Ma'am, please remove what. Okay, okay. Who is that? What, bhai? Who came inside? Yes. In participants, who is this? What? Who is this one? Student. Okay, now I have removed this boy. What? Okay, any other problem, students? Yes, anyone having? Okay, now just see. Now just see what I was telling you. We will go through what? Exercise 7.3. In that we are having integration by parts. Integration by parts, I told you. Again, if you want to write down, we are having u into v. If we are having first, this is your first function. This will be considered as second function. This can be written as u into integration of v dx minus integration whole of first d by dx of u into integration of v dx, this whole dx. Clear? If you have not written, please write down. And the order of which function will be taken first, which will be taken second, is from isolate. ILATE. This isolate means what? I stands for inverse trigonometric function, L stands for logarithmic, A for algebraic, T for trigonometric, E for exponential function. I think so. This must be clear to you all. Now come to the exercise 7.6. This is your first question based on exercise. Now just they have also written how we will do it through isolate. Let's see. The question is x square log x. Now through isolate, I-L-A-T-E. Just see, we are having one is the algebraic function, one is the logarithmic function. So I told you logarithmic function will be taken, take log x as the first function. Logarithmic function is taken as the first function. Clear? And algebraic function x square will be taken as a second function. So what we will do? X square log x as it is. I told you the first function as it is, integration of second, integration of x square dx minus integration of d by dx of log x into integration of x square dx whole integration. Now what you can say about this? Just see, in the third step, integration of x square dx will be log x as it is, x square dx will be x cubed by 3. If you want, you can write plus c1 or c2, otherwise separately, or we can write c at the end. Yeah. Now just see what we are having. Differentiation of log x. Log x will be what? Differentiation of log x will be 1 by x. Integration of x square will be x cubed by 3. Now just see, when we are having 1 upon x into x cubed by 3, this x will get cancelled with here and we will have x square here. So we'll get x square by 3. Now just see, first function we have already integrated, x cubed by 3 minus 1 upon 3 x square log x. 1 upon 3 is taken outside, x square, integration of x square, you all know, x cubed by 3. Now just see, with integration by parts, it is very easy to solve. Otherwise it would have been not possible to solve this question. Clear? So integration by parts you must have understood. This will be your answer. Plus C will apply. Next is your Next is your x sine inverse x. Now I want you to tell me in x sine inverse x which will be taken as the first function and which will be taken as the second function. Yes, come to the chat box and let me know. Come to the chat box and let me know. A stands for, Lakshya is asking what does A stands for. A stands for algebraic function, Lakshya. A stands for algebraic function. Yes, yes, anyone. We are having the function x sine inverse x. Suppose we are having the function x sine inverse x dx integration. I don't know what the question is. Just suppose this is the question. So what will be the first function and what will be the second function? Yes, sine inverse, Lakshya. Very good. Sine inverse will be the first function because we are having what? ILATE. Here we are having two functions. One is the inverse trigonometric function, another one is the x is what? The algebraic function. So what is coming first? I is coming first. So inverse function will be taken as first function and second function. So how we do the integration of what we do? Sine first function as it is, integration of second. So first function sine inverse x as it is, integration of second minus integration of d by dx of first function and then integration of the second function, that is x whole integration. Now you know that sine inverse x as it is, integration of x will be what? X square by 2 minus integration of this, integration of d by dx of sine inverse x. You know that differentiation of sine inverse x is what? 1 upon under root of 1 minus x square into integration of x is x square by 2. So you will get what? X square by 2 sine inverse x plus, here you will get, now you have to solve it. Just see, I will explain you how you will solve it. Now you are getting this integration. So you are having what? X square upon under root of 1 minus x. This is your function. 1 by 2 can be taken outside. Here, this is your second part. First part though is easy, we have done it. Now see the second part, how you will do the second part. Just see, integration half we have taken outside. Integration half x square, uh, this. So can we write this way? Can we write this way? Plus 1 minus 1. Can we write this way? Can we add in the numerator plus 1 and minus 1? But yes, we can do it. Now just see, when we will add and subtract, what we are going to get? We will get 1 minus x square. Just see, we are having, sorry, here we were having sign minus also. So if we are having, sorry, yeah, here we are having sign minus. So can we take the sign minus inside? So here it will be plus, it will be minus, and plus minus will remain as it is. So we'll have minus x square minus 1 and plus 1. So just see, if we are taking this, can we separate them? We have separated them 1 upon minus 1 upon 1 minus x square separately, and then 1 minus x square. How we can separate them? Half as it is, integration of uh, minus 1 upon under root of 1 minus x square directly, then plus half integration of 1 minus x square upon under root of 1 minus x square. Yeah, 1 minus x square upon the same quantity. Now when we are having the same quantity, we can write what? Just see, once again, this way we will get, this way we will get, this I told you how. Now just see this first one. This is the integration of what? Sine inverse x, direct one, direct answer. Now this one you just see, we will get, in the numerator we are having 1 minus x square, in the denominator we are having 1 minus x square, same thing. Now what, this will be equal to what? In the numerator under root of 1 minus x square. So when we will have in the numerator 1 minus x square, that means what? You can put 1 minus x square. Just see what you can do. We will have again this quantity we have to solve. This one, under root of 1 minus x square. Yeah, half into under root of 1 minus x square. This we have solved. Now we are having half into x times, just see, this under root of 1 minus x square. This can be of the form a square minus x square. Do you know the formula of root over of a square minus x square dx, integration of a square minus x square dx, which is equal to what? Which is equal to what? X by 2, x by 2 under root of a square minus x square, that is 1 minus x square, x upon 2, 1 by 2 is outside, yeah, 1 by 2 plus half of sine inverse x upon a, x upon, sorry, half sine inverse x only, because Here a is what? 1 only. Instead of a we are having 1, so sine inverse x upon a, it will come x upon 1, so it will be x 1. Is that clear? So till now we have done. I think so this must be clear. Come to the chat box. Come to the chat box. If there is any problem, please ask. Very good. Mohammed, x as for x will not be taken as sine inverse is there. If we are having sine, then the case will be different. But when we are having sine inverse, Mohammed, so I late means I is what? Inverse function. Inverse function will always come first, Mohammed. LATE. Clear? And if we are having if we are having x sine x, then obviously this will be algebraic function will be taken first and trigonometric will be taken as second. But if we are having sine inverse and this, then obviously sine inverse will be taken first and this will be taken second. Yes, any other problem? Any other problem? No? Okay then class. Now I think so it's time we should leave. Thank you class.